Hi and welcome to today's video where I have my fragrance purchases and the fragrances I've been focusing on for the first 3 months of this year. So I've got them in front of me. Now with purchases, you've seen this because I did feature it in a video I think in February. So this is a Clarins Eau d'Amazonite. I got this at an outlet, a Clarins outlet, and this is 75ml, which is a spray, and it's the largest spray one they do. There is a 200ml splash. So this is an old fragrance that came out in '87, and it is an aromatherapy or well-being type fragrance. I think they were the first to launch these. They're getting popular, this sort of well-being aromatherapy, in recent years, but to my knowledge, Clarins were the first to release this type of fragrance, and this is for balance and also to uplift. It is unisex. So this one, it came out in '87, and it is got lemon, coriander, orange petitgrain, rosemary, carnation, thyme, cardamom and patchouli. Now I consider this to be greater than the sum of its parts. Individually it may not, although it's got an interesting collection, it perhaps doesn't show its warmth. It's a very, very warm fragrance, and I think it would be good because it can be used over the body as well. If you have tight or sore muscles, it is a warming fragrance. It is unisex, absolutely beautiful. It doesn't have the strength, but I would say it is an eau de toilette, perhaps slightly between an eau de cologne and eau de toilette. It really depends on what each person considers it to be, but it doesn't actually say what it is. But it's a lovely fragrance. Doesn't have the biggest projection or sillage or the longest lasting, but it is nevertheless quite beautiful. And I'm glad I have this in my collection. Now, for the items that I started that focused on, the first one I focused on was by Montal, and this is Full Incense, which I bought last year, and I shall give you the notes from Fragrantica. So this one has incense, so it is frankincense and myrrh. It also has LMI resin, so it's a resinous fragrance, French labdanum, cedar and patchouli. So it's patchouli light. It is more resinous incense, and it is a full Catholic church type incense, if you're familiar with that. Absolutely beautiful. I'm glad I've got this in my collection. Now it wasn't full when I got it. There was quite a lot of air in, because although it's 100ml, this tube does look bigger than 100ml, but I have used a fair bit of it. You don't need a lot because it is strong. It has quite good sillage and it is very long lasting. For some people, they may find it a bit dry in the dry down or a bit bitter. So this can be used, if that's the case, you could layer it with other, perhaps a fig, some sort of sweet fig or a sweet orange would go well with this fragrance, I feel. But it's good on its own, or it's lovely on its own, or it can be layered. Absolutely adore this, and that is eminently unisex, if anything slightly masculine. Then for the next month, in February, I focused on this, which is Narciso, the original. This has been long discontinued, and this is by Narciso Rodriguez, and I got this last year as well. And this one, it has got gardenia at the top, along with white rose, musk, cedar and vetiver on the bottom. I would say it is more of a gardenia and a vetiver, but it is quite a flat, warm fragrance, warm, embracing fragrance, as if it's got Cashmerian. It's like a warm jumper on you, if you know what that means. It's fuzzy, it's lovely. I don't know another fragrance like this, but I'm so glad I have this in my collection. And I did use this some of the time with the fragrance he brought out next, which is the Ambre version, but I have used that all up. This is the Ambre. And I will give you the notes of the Ambre. That's got frangipani. I didn't really detect frangipani, but it's got ylang ylang, white flowers, musk, amber, vanilla and cedar. I wouldn't say this is vanilla heavy. If there's any, it's very, very slight, but it does work extremely well paired with the original Narciso. So I really enjoyed that combination. And then finally, this I only got in November, December from... it was an advent calendar or box from Latest in Beauty, and the box itself was pretty rubbish, but it was around £40. This is worth 80, so I thought it was worth giving it a blind buy, if you will. And this is by an Australian brand, and who is Elijah, and the fragrance is called Rebel Rose, and it's Eau de Parfum, and this is 50ml. So I have used quite a lot. I have enjoyed it. So I shall give you the notes. So this came out in 2024, and it's called Rebel Rose, and it has pepper, saffron, you can certainly detect the saffron, cumin, labdanum, Bulgarian rose, yes, you certainly get Bulgarian rose, patchouli, violet, amber, you get amber, oud, yes, the oud is quite strong, vanilla. There is a sweetness which could be attributed to the vanilla, but it's not particularly a vanillic sort of fragrance. And it's also got musk and leather, and you can detect leather in this as well. I would say this is a unisex fragrance. Some may say it's slightly, because of the floral elements, it may be a bit more feminine, but also others may say it's more masculine. But it's certainly, you know, I think it's easily worn by anyone can wear any perfume, but it lends itself to either sex, I would say. And I've really enjoyed wearing this. I mean, I think it's been a lovely selection of fragrances. I've really enjoyed this selection. So the video is quite short, because like I say, I've not been buying, because I'm quite happy with the selection that I've got in my collection at the moment, and I'm trying to work through and hopefully work out some fragrances, as is shown in this one, and there's some others that I'm working through. But this I'm not intending to pan at this time, but you can see it's dark. It was darker to start with, but it's gone darker, and that's because some extracts will darken fragrances such as saffron, vanilla can do this, amber, and so obviously it's never was clear, but it's got a lovely hue through it, so that's absolutely gorgeous. So obviously with this one I can't see through at all. But yes, like I said, I've really enjoyed my fragrances. Let me know your thoughts down below. Have you got any of these, or any like those, or any you think I might like? You know, I would really interested to know. But otherwise, can I say thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoy your fragrance collection, and particularly as you're getting into spring, you may feel more wanting to get into more spring fragrances, whatever spring is for you, or whatever season it is wherever you are. But let me know. Otherwise, can I say thank you very much for watching, as I do appreciate that your time is valuable, and thank you for spending some of that precious time with me. Hopefully I shall see you soon in another video. Otherwise, please take care of yourselves, and bye for now.